addresses the disease and not the the symptoms. And also, you know what I'm saying, she's responsible for making sure that police officers across the United States were having to wear body cameras and go to extensive training. She gave more money to the police departments to make sure that they could do these things.
That's good. I saw a guy on here, a black guy, African American, and he said that he was a victim of her doing something about.
He's lying.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
I don't take anybody unless they can show me, you know what I'm saying, proof. You know that we can pull up all of her cases, right? She tried 1,900 cases. Thank you, Kate, for the $2. Hold on.
He was saying she tried 19.
Oh, Caterman? I got you, Caterman. I'll check my DMs.
Were arrested, or 45 were actually arrested.
45 we're not arrested, but jailed.
Oh, this is
1,900 cases.
This is what he said.
45, their races haven't been determined, or wasn't disclosed.
Correct.
And then
I remember what he said. If you want me to hear it, or if you want to hear it.
Amber V. Okay. I don't really want to hear any anecdotal stories.
Well, that's all right.
I only go based on things that I can substantiate, with data.
Well, that's why I asked. Honestly, I'm not being rude. I don't mean any disrespect.
I didn't think you were.
Okay.
Amber V.
You think it'll be close?
Okay. In some states, maybe. I don't think so. I don't believe so overall. I honestly don't. Hold on one second.
Wait, what is everybody saying about me? What?
Nah, don't read the comments.
Oh yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, Amber, I already saw that. Yeah, I saw that already, Amber V. JL, thank you for the $6.66. I appreciate you. Guys, if you want to support the channel, the best way you can do that is via my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, which you can find in my link tree. Also, there's a tip jar, so if you don't have any of those apps or you live out of the country, you can use that as well. Again, thank you, JL, for the $6.66.
Was you in the military, brother?
Huh?
Was you in the military?
No, I was a firefighter. I never joined the military.
You look just like that dude that was a sniper in the military. You know who I mean?
What?
He's real famous. He's all over YouTube and stuff.
No, I don't know.
No biggie. No biggie.
Yeah.
Ripley, who are you voting for this election?
Who am I voting for? Honest to God, you want me to be honest? I'm not sure, but I definitely am not voting for Donald Trump. And that, when I say unsure, because there's some other people out there running different parties.
RFK.
Like who?
Like RFK and Cenk Uygur.
Oh wow. Wow.
RFK, the guy who dumped the bear carcass in the park on a bike because he thought it was funny after him and his buddies went out to drink.
Really?
The guy who has a narcotics felony.
You mean RFK or Cenk Uygur?
RFK.
RFK.
Yeah, you mean the guy who his brother unalived somebody and then he wrote a book trying to frame an innocent black man for the unaliving. That RFK.
You got brainworms, literally.
He has 2 felonies, actually. He has one in Virginia, too.
Someone just said.
I worked at what is called is like a rural fire department, but it was up and coming in Northern Virginia, northwestern
I'm in
Virginia.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so northwestern Virginia, Leesburg, and we did. There wasn't really many woodland fires ever, but there was some farm fires that turned into woodland fires. But we didn't really, like do a whole bunch of. It was mostly structures for the most part. But
What would you
I was
say?
a firefighter EMT, so we didn't just fight fires; we did other shit too.
What would you say to the young people who think that Biden and I guess Harris by being VP were helping Israel out with the war against Hamas? What would you say to the young people? like they don't like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris because of what's happening in Israel with them.
Well, I mean, if Trump or any other person was in office, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the same thing, if not worse, would have happened. But I don't think this is a war. Like this is literally a G-side, and that's been determined by the world.
I agree
the
with
world
you.
stage, the world court. I think that Kamala. 100% wants a ceasefire. She wants the war to stop, and I think she'll do everything in her power to make sure that that does happen.
I hope so.
What it's going to require is that we flip the House and secure the Senate.
You think it's possible?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People are tired of that. People are tired of all of the theatrics. Like the vast majority of American citizens are tired of the fucking theatrics. They're tired of the hate and vitriol and you know what I'm saying, like the hate-filled messages and the fear-mongering and stuff like that. People are tired of it. I mean, if you notice, that's all they're trying to do now. Oh, World War III is going to start. There's going to be a civil war.
Yeah.
There's going to be war. When we know historically all the wars that have been started under Republican presidents. But even more so than that, you guys are the only ones talking about or calling for violence.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've seen the left do some stuff that was pretty wild.
Like what? Like what? Like what?
Like the riots. Not that it wasn't a good
Hold on.
reason.
Let me ask you a question. Ripley, let me ask you a question. If every other week you turn on the news and, you know what I'm saying, like somebody that looked like you or somebody that could have been your son or uncle or brother or mom or, you know, or daughter or something like that was being unalived unnecessarily, you're just going to sit back and just keep watching it happen?
But do you know that? Why TV?
Let me ask you. Let me ask you an even better question. Was the civil rights movement, was that peaceful?
No.
Do you think that they would have gotten the results that they got with by being peaceful?
Well, I mean, they were peaceful, but they got
no the fuck
peaceful.
They weren't. No, they weren't.
Martin Luther King?
Yeah, way more destruction. You don't remember what happened when he crossed over the bridge?
He was peaceful, I meant. Martin Luther King was peaceful.
It was just him.
Yeah, and the other,
way worse.
The police
way worse. Way worse.
I agree.
In the civil rights era.
I agree.
So, like, if we're going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, like, now compared to then, like, this is a Tuesday.
Well, I mean, yeah, but there was...
It was what? Worse shit happens when a sports team...
Similar happened.
Yeah, but nobody gets bent out of shape about that.
No, you're right.
Like, Martin Luther King said riots are the voice of the unheard. When you have a group of marginalized people who are continuously telling you that there's an issue and you don't do anything about it, what do you expect?
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, even your dog who absolutely loves you, if you came home every single day from work and put your boot, you know what I'm saying, in your dog's hindquarters every single day, eventually the dog's gonna fucking bite you. I don't care how much you feed him. I don't care, you know what I'm saying, like how often you give him a treat every now and again and say, oh, that's a good boy. You keep kicking him in his butt, eventually he's gonna snap.
Right. I just hope, I don't know, I just hope that we can come together as a country and, you know, resolve a lot of these issues that we have that are deep-seated and unnecessary.
I mean, yeah. I can tell you how that won't happen.
I know.
If Donald Trump gets back in there, you know, he's the dude saying that, you know, the media, the Democrats, the left, the blah 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 blah, they're the enemy of the people. They're poisoning the blood of the country. They're radical. They're dangerous. Blah blah blah. Like,
you know, I would vote for him if he didn't say the stupid stuff he says.
What? He's a grapist. What do you mean? He said, I don't care about the fact that he's a grapist. I would vote for him if he just didn't say dumb stuff. He could do all the bad stuff. He just can't say it.
Who did he grape?
Is that a joke?
No, I'm being serious. I don't know. I didn't see it, or I didn't hear about it.
Sorry, wrong one.
Let's look it up.
I only know about what's his name, the P star that he paid off.
Oh, there's another one where he lost the case and had to pay for it.
I'm just being honest. I don't know.
He's telling you.
Yes, Trump was found to have. Whoa! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, how comes he's not in jail for it?
Statutes of limitations. RFK is also. RFK
She
is
never
also,
mentioned it?
Huh?
She never said nothing?
What do you mean? Yeah,
Statute of limitations. Is that what
yeah,
you said?
You know that the vast majority of rapes go
okay,
unreported.
yeah, you're right.
Plus, it was Donald
My bad.
Trump.
I didn't mean anything.
Hannah, thank you so much for the gifted sub.
Yeah. Plus, like, it's Donald Trump. Even back in the 90s, dude still had hundreds of millions of dollars, and a lot of the court cases that he dealt with, the way that he did it was he would just run out the clock. He would just outspend the other person. And that's how he managed to get through a lot of stuff. So, like, there's that. And money is power in this country, right? So there's a reasonable fear of, physical danger. Also, E. Jean Carroll's not the only one.
I heard did you ever hear what his mother said about him?
No.
His mom didn't like him. His sister can't stand him.
Yeah.
His nephew hates his guts.
I was like, wow.
Damn. I didn't know that about his mom. I knew his sister. And I learned, I didn't know this until very recently. So, whenever Donald Trump was in school, he went to military school. I didn't know that. Yeah, Fred Trump.
Yeah, he went to West Point or something.
Yeah.
No,
he went to West Point.
Or something like it. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Fred Trump sent him to military school. It was like a whole thing. I mean, Fred Trump was an evil man, too. He was a total piece of crap, which, I would almost feel bad for Donald Trump if he wasn't Donald Trump. Just like I would almost feel bad for Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump Jr. and Ivanka and Tiffany. I would actually feel bad for them if they weren't all pieces of crap. Well, except for maybe two. But I don't know about Tiffany. But the other three, definitely.
I honest to God, and don't I don't want you to think I'm stupid because I don't know this, but what exactly is gaslighting? I've heard that so many times.
When you're trying to convince somebody that, you know what I'm saying, like, what they know to be reality isn't in fact reality.
All right, I've seen a couple people say that
When you're
about
trying to make somebody question reality. Like, Trump is the ultimate gaslighter.
Yeah, he says a lot of stuff that I'm like, because my mom likes him, and she's older, she's in her almost 70, and when he talks, and she's like, he'll say something real stupid, and she'll look at me and go, "Now why would he say that?" I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, so you mentioned that you were in Pennsylvania, and
Yes.
dude, I'm in Georgia, so my vote is going to matter a good bit this election. But your vote,
I think we're a swing state.
well, yeah, Pennsylvania is the swingiest of swing states. Like, yours is going to matter probably like the most. So,
Thank you, Laura, Diane. I appreciate you.
I understand wanting to, learn about candidates and stuff like that. But, you've told us that, you're sold on the whole idea of being against Trump, right? So, I mean, we got that out of the way. That one's pretty.
Harris is ahead by 2.6 in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Get it. So like
2.6.
the other two people that you mentioned, you got RFK, you got Jank. So number one, I don't even think Jank is still in the election. I'm pretty sure Homeboy dropped out a while back.
Yeah, I didn't think he would go.
He dropped out in October of last year.
Yeah, and yeah. So Jank. He was doing it as a protest. That's all it was. RFK, no, it's not gonna happen, man. It's just not.
Polling at 4.3% of the vote.
Yeah. So the point is that, I mean, it sucks. I wish it was different. I wish we did not live in a two-party system. I wish that the Electoral College did not exist, but we have to operate within the system that we have. If we want to change it, we have to operate within it. And we have to
Well, if it comes down to Trump and Kamala Harris, obviously I'll vote for Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I always say her name wrong.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I screwed up her name. I was actually saying it wrong for a while, and then an article came out.
Hey, wait, how do you say it again? Correctly?
Comma like the punctuation mark, and then
Kamala.
Yeah, that's how I learned to correctly say it, because an article came out where she was talking about how people always ask her how to pronounce her name, and she said, "I always tell people, comma like the punctuation mark, and then la," and it stuck forever after that.
Now here's another question. She's Indian American, right?
She's biracial.
Oh, okay.
So her mom is Indian.
Indian is not a race, though. But she is Indian American. But that's not a race. I mean, she'd be, well, I mean, yeah, but that's not a race. It's an ethnicity, yeah. Her race is black.
Can you still be black if? Oh, wait, she's biracial. Sorry.
No, she's not biracial. Her parents are of two different
I didn't
races.
say that. Someone in the thing said it.
Yeah, gotcha. So she, like a person, can only be one race. Biracial is just a descriptor of the parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's her dad?
Her dad is
That's
Jamaican.
black, Afro-Jamaican.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. There's like weird discourse about how he's Jamaican. He's not.
Her Indian size race would be Asian.
What?
Yes, Asian. Indian people are Asian. That's their race.
Oh, they're in Asia?
Indian. Yes, that's their race. They're Asian.
I thought that would be the continent. Or wait, no, I'm getting this wrong.
That's their race.
Is it not like, because you know how you say, like, you name continents like North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia.
That's not how we determine race, though.
No, I know, but you said India would be Asian. Would that be a continent, or would that be
Indian people are Asian.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying would India be in Asia, and would Asia be a
That has
continent?
nothing. That has nothing to do with it. It's based on phenotypical traits. That's they're just classified as Asian in terms of race. I mean, I guess we could boil it down because that's the continent they're born on. I guess, but
Yeah. I mean, I worked with a lot of Indian people when I lived in the UK a few years ago. I worked with a lot of Indian people.
Nicest people.
oh my god,
Well, let me tell you, man, I got so fat. Like, I discovered Indian food when I
I just had some the other day.
Oh man, I put on the pounds, man. I was, holy shit. I love spicy food, but
Yeah, jalfrezi. What kind of chicken did I get the other day? I don't even remember now. I guess I could look at my Uber Eats app.
I had not a roommate, but I had a neighbor in college. He was from India, and he used to microwave his curry all the time. We were always like, "Dang, man, reheating curries does not smell good."
oh well, I think it's.
I don't mind the smell of it.
I guess it depends on the curry.
I got biryani. That's what I got. Biryani.
Biryani is the shit.
Yeah. But yeah, oh listen, I love naan.
Well, Josh,
That's not necessarily just a
guys.
just-
And order yourself a chicken platter over rice.
do what? Tikka masala is good.
Go to your nearest halal guys and order a chicken platter over rice.
Yeah, I never heard that. Well, anyways, hey Ripley, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you, friend.
Yes, thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Where my Dumpy Trumpy supporters at? Where y'all at? Hey, listen, y'all. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to do this. We gonna have to do a hard push and just hope for the best.
Listen,
Do y'all think she's gonna get back on it, get off the airplane, and keep going till 3 o'clock in the morning?
She already
Is somebody
went
gonna keep an
live.
eye on it and call me or something?
She went live already and she got off.
I know, but that's because she had to get on a plane. That doesn't mean that she won't get back on
She
again.
got off the plane and she went live again and she got off.
I don't trust you.
I'm serious.
She had a connecting flight, so she got back on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She had a connecting flight, so she got back on. Yeah, she had a second flight. She had a second flight. I don't want to come in second place. I don't want to wake up tomorrow and they were like, "Yeah, you're almost a winner." Because if you're not first, you're last. Who are we talking about? If you guys, when this thing goes off or whatever, if you guys, I don't know, Quinn, you tell them how to do it. I'm a boomer.
Okay, basically, if you scroll, there's a little thing on the top right, under Explore. It's like a banner, and if you scroll, there's one that says Leaderboard
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
with the giant star. And if you go down, you'll see the leaderboards. Mr. Jones is currently at the top, number 1. For every $1, you get 1,000 points. And so with the subs, since the subscriptions are $5, that's 5,000 points every time someone subs. We need 9 more subs till we get to 1,300, and that should do pretty good for us. It also helps if you send I think it was like the Heart Me Gifts.
Yeah, where's she flying to?
Oh, I don't know.
The person's name is Nola Kitten Nursery, and we have 186, and they have 158. And I'm just like, yo, if we hit the 2 mark, like that should be, you know what I'm saying? Like that should put us enough. She's headed to North Carolina. She first said North Carolina, but then where's she going from that?
Chelsea, where are you? Chelsea's been stalking her.
Oh, Bridget Twin Mom with the 10.
Damn.
10 gifted subs. All right, I think I'm gonna let the YouTube folks have it for the night. I'm sure they're over there still mad though. What was that about an Xbox? MAGA Nation forever.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, listen, if y'all have ever been in the fucking YouTube chats, they are insanity. Oh, I was just about to let that person up and then they ran away. All right, whatever. You was about to have your moment in the spotlight. Which category in the leaderboard? Knowledge sharing. Knowledge sharing. Knowledge sharing. Hey, Nemo.
Yeah.
T is number 16.
Nice. I don't even think I've ever placed on it.
He don't like me at all.
Let's
Oh,
go.
yeah?
Now we're up 317,000 points.
Hates my guts.
Uh-oh.
Hannah, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. W Hannah in the chat.
Keep subbing, guys. This is how we.
RJ is number 61.
Dear Lord.
I'm trying to see if I recognize any of these other folks.
Hey Chelsea, can you explain to us where this cat lady's going?
Well, I know that she lives
Polly's 119.
New Orleans, and she's going to North Carolina, but she was just at a TikTok creator like retreat thing.
Thank you, Do.
I don't remember.
Yo, that's amazing. Thank you so much for the hot air balloons.
I don't.
You guys are too kind.
Let me. She was doing like some kind of TikTok creator like retreat. It looked like haunted house stuff. I don't know.
A TikTok retreat haunted house.
Yeah, with a bunch of other creators. I don't
Didn't
know.
nobody invite me? They don't never invite me to the good shit.
What?
Don't worry, when we
Thank you,
tell
Liz.
who this win,
Oh, it was
They're gonna
TikTok.
I was in a
Like
really good
somewhere.
live a few days ago.
Bro, what?
Do you know Dem?
didn't you say if you win, you get invited somewhere?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bro just literally just started talking out of nowhere.
Sorry, I just got invited in.
What's that?
Oh wait,
I just got brought in like the second. Sorry.
ZB, thank you so much. Okay, are you a Trump supporter?
New.
Okay, have a good night. Hey, Joy, are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Okay. Hey, guys, if you're not a Trump supporter, please don't send a request. Quentin, what happened?
I couldn't hear them.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
Weird bug. But I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. It's time for me to turn back into a pumpkin. But y'all ain't gifting baby Jesus enough. This is, I think this is like Christian phobic.
He hasn't been contributing.
Or that. Baby Jesus, contribute more and earn.
Listen, I'm just here for the
title of
laughs. I make everybody
Savior.
laugh. That's my job.
You gotta contribute. You don't work, you don't eat. That's what Jesus said. He said, "Look, I got all this fish and all this bread."
Yes, thank you.
And then he lined them all up and he said, "Come on up." And he said, "Where do you work at?" And he's like, "I don't have a job, Jesus." He's like, "Can he kick them?" He's like, "Get your lazy ass out of here."
Get the heck out of here. That's what I'm talking about.
See, this is better. Thank you.
Well, good night, everyone. And as Mr. Thomas likes to say, read your Bibles. Read the Bibles.
Yeah, read your Bibles.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I could have swore that this baby Jesus character, the one night, there were these three dudes that came and they gave him some like gold, and there was this like weird I don't know, something and
Frankincense is my favorite.
and then myrrh. I don't even know what myrrh is, but he got it.
Murr's my homeboy. Like, yo, we grew up together.
What up?
What's up, dude? How are you?
I'm good. What are you on?
So is your name Sean or no?
No, my name's Chris.
Then why is your name definitely not Sean?
That's just what I went with.
Nah, your name's Sean. You're lying.
No, I'm not. But anyways, why do you
I'm
think?
gonna call him Steve. I like Steve. That's a good name.
Yeah, that is a good name. Why do you think Trump and his supporters are a cult? You really think they are?
Absolutely.
That's wild. That's a wild take, bro.
It's not really that wild, actually.
I mean, I don't see no cult activities. I don't know.
You know?
Trump supporter?
I mean, I'm just whoever is better for America supporter.
Are you voting for Trump?
I don't know. My mind's not made up on that yet.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
But I don't think he's, his followers are in a cult and
A
stuff.
great devotion to a person, Donald Trump, an idea, make America great again.
That's a movement. That's a good thing.
Yes, or a movement. That was the next one. Good job. Good job. You just hit them all.
Damn, was it
Tell
really?
them what he's won, folks.
Deprogramming, maybe? I don't know.
You're a cult
Epiphany.
member?
He literally just he said the last one for me. I didn't even have to say it.
Okay, well then when you consider Antifa and BLM that same thing then?
Sure, I guess. I don't think that anybody's really all that dedicated, but shouldn't everybody be like anti-fascist or no? Because I mean, that's not like an organization that exists. Like they don't have a website, they don't have meetings or anything like that.
I heard that 50,000 Antifa members are plotting to crash the DNC right now.
That's dope. Yeah, but are you not anti-fascist?
No, I am. Yeah, we ain't got room for that in America. Fascism.
So then why would you even consider voting for Trump then if you don't think that?
I don't know. I don't trust Kamala.
Because she's a black woman?
Nah, she's Indian.
Except for she's been black her whole life.
Well, she hasn't. She's only black when it comes to the crowd she's pleasing.
Yeah, but where do you have evidence of that?
I mean, just in her accent. She's out there faking accents and trying to sound southern.
Dude, I saw that clip.
Yeah, she didn't fake an accent at all. They just made that shit up.
It was one word, and it was hardly an inflection. Dude, if you don't know what code switching is, like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
No, is she for real? Is she, like, because I've been hearing she's, like, full Indian, but she does actually have some African in her, for real?
Her dad is black. Her dad's blackety black. If you see her baby pictures, she's black.
Her dad's Afro-Jamaican, and both of her dad's parents are Afro-Jamaican.
Oh no, that's just so weird. Why? Like, imagine a bunch of white people caring more than the black community, whether Kamala's black or not. That's just weird as fuck. I don't even know what that's all. I don't even know what y'all are on about. Like, literally, y'all don't even hide your racism well. Yo, that's some coward shit, bro. Just ran. It's like, yo, I'm getting the fuck out of here. They're too smart.
We're up 357,000 points.
He said I ran into smart black ones. God damn it. Like, literally. Yeah, I know. I mean, there is people that in Jamaica that aren't necessarily black, but.
Hey, Chelsea, did the cat lady say what time she was supposed to land?
She did not. I missed that part. She was in New York for the TikTok camp. And then I don't know where she flew to on a cruise flight, but then she was landing in North Carolina.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Uncle Rusty. What up, though?
I was hoping to kind of chew into that mouth breather a little bit you just had, but no, I heard something in a live a couple of days ago that really struck me. I don't remember Nemo.
Thank you, Gigi.
Nemo might have been in that live. I don't remember, but the person in the live, somebody was saying the same thing about Kamala, that she's not black, she just became whatever. And this other person in the box said, "Let me ask you one question. Which water fountain would she have had to use in the 1940s?"
Big facts.
And I thought, that's brilliant. He said, well, why? And the guy immediately pivoted. Why are you bringing up the past? That's not esoteric.
Oh my gosh, because y'all are doing the same thing that you've historically always done. And you act like black people are too stupid to see it. Like this thing about calling her a communist. You guys said the same thing about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton, Fred Hampton, Angela Davis, James Baldwin, Bayard Rustin. Like every single black civil rights leader, communism was synonymous with civil rights leaders. I mean, like literally, it was the same thing. All the things you did, Barack Obama, you said he was a socialist, he was the Antichrist, he was going to ruin America, he was a communist, all of these things, and none of it was true. He didn't do not one communist thing, not one. Like, y'all just might as well just come out and say the N-word, for God's sakes. Like, stop pussyfooting around with your racism. Just do it with your whole chest like y'all used to, so we know who you are. Well, that way we know who we're dealing with. Just make it simple.
Well, have you also noticed that everyone that gets put up on the Democratic side, going as far back as at least Clinton, if not further back, is the most liberal candidate ever?
Right.
And it's like,
Joe Biden is literally center right.
yeah,
Literally.
yeah. It's like, or when they say, oh, they're socialists. You know what? Ask the socialist.
It's because they've never been. It's because they've never been outside of this country.
No,
And they don't know global politics at all. And they wouldn't. If you ask them what an Overton window is, their brain might explode. They'd be like, "What?"
well, and ask him how to spell socialist.
Right.
It's pretty much over at that point. But yeah, I thought I'd jump up and throw that out there, because once I heard that, I'm so stealing that. What water fountain would she have had to use? I am using that every chance I get.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is. And look, no matter what Nemo says, I think you're okay. I'm gonna drop it. You guys have
I appreciate you. Yeah, you just say.
I mean, to your point, Mr. Jones, about, them pussyfooting around it by using socialism, communism. I don't know, a year ago was CRT. This year it's DEI, right?
Yeah.
It's the Lee Atwater quote. Like, it's literally the Lee Atwater quote. I swear this dude was a fucking prophet. Like, every time that I read that quote, and it's just, yeah, that's exactly the same thing. I literally can't repeat it because, I'm sorry?
No, I was saying thank you for the subscription.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, I literally can't repeat the quote, but he's essentially saying, the overt, explicit racism eventually.
Yeah, you can't say the N-word anymore. Now you have to say, all of these other things.
Yeah, and it just becomes so heavily abstracted.
Here, I'll read it really quickly. This is a 1981 interview. Well, I shouldn't play the audio, should I?
I feel like
He had 1 million likes.
Oh, sweet.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you, guys. Appreciate y'all. Can I play it? Well, he says you start out by saying N-word, N-word, N-word. By 1968, you can't say N-word anymore. That hurts. That hurts you. It backfires. So you say stuff like forced busing, states' rights, and all that stuff. And you're getting so abstract. Now you're talking about cutting taxes and all these things. You're talking about are totally economic things. And a byproduct of them is black people. Well, he says blacks, but black people get hurt worse than whites. We want to cut this. It's much more abstract than even the busing thing. And a hell of a lot more abstract than N-word, N-word.
that's him describing the Southern strategy, and it still applies today. The other one was Lyndon Baines Johnson, and it's if you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best person of color, he won't notice you're picking his pockets.
That you're picking his pockets. Hell, if you know what I'm saying, you give him somebody to look down on, he'll empty his pockets for you.
Exactly. And that shit's still happening today. Like, literally, Trump supporters are emptying their pockets for a billionaire, while also in the same breath complaining about not being able to afford groceries and how gas is expensive.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. It was J. Edgar Hoover who did this, who, believe it or not, was a biracial man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He called Muhammad Ali a communist. Martin Luther King Jr. Let's see, who else? Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, he wrote a letter to Martin Luther King, told him to unalive himself. That was crazy. Paul Robeson, he called him a communist. James Baldwin left the country for that reason. I mean, that's what they did.
Malcolm X, definitely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I gotta say, Lyndon B. Johnson was a.
In the McCarthy era, to be black was to be red. The Marxist sympathies of black racial leaders like Paul Robeson, Alice Childress, Lorraine Hansberry made them targets to the FBI, and that includes, like I said, Martin Luther